How do we AI proof our coaching programs, our courses that we sell? How do we actually transcend and go from just somebody selling a course into somebody selling transformation, true transformation? Even if you added just 3 of these as I'm going through it in, your program will be better than 90% of others out there. I promise you that. The reality is your highest level clients aren't just buying access to you. They're buying access to each other. They're buying access to go further, faster. High tides raise all ships. So how can you provide that? All right, we're talking through the 8 pillars of an AI proof, expertise driven business model. How do we AI proof our coaching programs, our courses that we sell? How do we actually transcend and go from just somebody selling a course into somebody selling transformation, true transformation? Now, we already talked about the roadmap. Then we talked about guided implementation. And now we're going to talk about guaranteed outcomes. Guarantee. That's a pretty big buzzword nowadays. What type of guarantee, what type of risk reversal are you adding in? Well, let's go a little step further, actually. And I want you to ask yourself, are you selling hope or are you selling certainty? Do you showcase a real, tangible, measurable result? Do you have guarantees in place? If you do, great. Let's talk about it. So, some of the first things you need to keep in mind during your sales process are case studies. Case studies are a form of guarantees, implied perceived guarantee, but are you showing ROI based case studies? And I know some of you may not be putting together a program that has a hard ROI on it, and that's okay. But are you showing return on time, return on energy, return on investment encompasses all those things, but I want you to put together case studies, if you haven't already done so, that show, yeah, we got results and we know how to get results and we know how to get results in all sorts of different types, customer situations, customer environments. Of course, within your niche, I want you to focus, but we know we can do it for Tommy, Susie, and David. We know we can do it for you. If we can do it for David, we can do it for you. So from there, we're going to get into more of a traditional guarantee, a conditional guarantee. Now, this ties your guarantee to your client's actual execution. Hey, Tommy, if you go through this program and if you attend all calls, if you complete the homework and you still don't achieve XYZ, we'll refund you in full. No questions asked. It's conditional. It hinges upon them meeting a certain set of conditions for you to give the guarantee. Next, a little bit different, but still along the same vein, the performance guarantee. This is actually the what I would consider the ultimate risk reversal. See, if you, Tommy, don't generate 20 highly qualified sales calls within the next 45 days, we'll continue working for free until you do. And if we don't do so within 6 months, we'll refund you, no questions asked. Ultimate guarantee. Again, any number of these can be used to bolster up your program. I'm not saying you have to put every single one of these in, from the roadmap to the guided implementation to now guarantees. Even if you added just 3 of these as I'm going through it in, your program will be better than 90% of others out there. I promise you that. So we talked about case studies, we talked about traditional guarantees, conditional and performance. Let's move into something that I really like nowadays. It's a paid pilot, a paid trial, essentially. And this is basically where you propose a small 7-day, 14-day, 21-day, 30-day paid trial at a fraction of the cost or a deposit, and the goal is to deliver a specific quick win, a tangible win that they can see within that time frame, so that it proves your value, so that they can sit there and say, yeah, heck yeah, I'm in it to win it, I'm in it long term. And finally, we have pretty big one. If done correctly, when done correctly, it can be big, but the profit share model. So this is where, if you, especially if you're providing done for you services, but it can also be for your upper tier clientele, but it's where you propose a lower than market rate or very low base retainer to do a certain set of work, a scope of work for a percentage of the gross profit. Now, I like gross profit, which I define as revenue minus the cost to acquire the business. You can also throw in cost of goods sold if you'd like, or variable costs like that. But I like revenue minus the cost to acquire the business. Advertising spend, affiliate commission is how we break it up in my business. You give them a proposal for a low base retainer, plus you're getting a kicker of, hey, if we make you money, you pay us. We get a piece of it. We get a sizable piece of it. And over time, it can grow into a lot. Now, I would love to record a separate video on profit share deals. I've spent the past almost 10 years now figuring out exactly how to put those together in certain situations for certain clientele. I kind of joke in certain conversations and say, my profit share contract is so watertight. I'm on version 48 of it. And that always gets a little laugh because they understand, man, it's a doozy to get right. So we just talked about guarantees. Now I want to move into the next category, pillar number 4, which is like-minded network. Now I spent a long time going back and forth on, do I want to call it a community or do I want to call it a network? I landed on a network because a network encompasses so much more than just a community or a Facebook group or whatever flavor of the month is. But I want you to ask yourself, are you putting together something that's lonely, something self-study, or do you have an exclusive network baked in where the connections are as valuable as the content, the library of content itself? Think about it. So let's go through some examples. The reality is your highest level clients aren't just buying access to you. They're buying access to each other. They're buying access to go further, faster. High tides raise all ships. So how can you provide that? I want you to start to think like an engineer here. And again, even if you only did 3 of these examples, your program would be far better than the majority out there. So the easiest example we can say is it's a community, a curated community, where it's a private curated community, Slack, Circle, School, Facebook group even. I don't love Facebook group, but you can definitely do it. You need to actively manage it. You need to think like a gardener there. You're planting the seeds, you're making sure it's weeded, you're giving it water, and you're allowing it to grow. I want you to facilitate wins. I want you to facilitate weekly themed threads. I want you to facilitate live interaction and collaborative opportunities. Pretty self-explanatory. We're all familiar with the community. Next, let's think about a referral ecosystem. Think about it for a second. Do you have a structured referral ecosystem in place? Not just for your business, not just saying, hey, if you know somebody, I'd give you 50%. But do you have an ecosystem in place where you can pair Tommy up with David because they're doing something similar? I want you to build a system that actively encourages and rewards members for referring business to each other. Next, accountability groups. And I want to come back to this because this is now in the form of a peer-to-peer pod. We talked about accountability groups earlier in guided implementation. I want you to be very intentional about this one. And I want you to structure at least 4 people. Is there an upper limit? Let's just set one. At least 4 people, no more than 10. And I want them to be at different revenue levels. So think of it like forced mentorship. Forced is a forceful word, but I think you get my point. I want you to structure in that they meet biweekly, monthly, whatever time frame is appropriate for them in your specific target market. And I want you to just really be the catalyst for outcomes, deep bonds, and a real relationship in that group. And if you can do that, That sets you apart. That is now how you get to be in the 1% of the 1% of coaching programs out there or guided courses. Let's now talk about something you can do fairly easily online. It's the talent exchange, a member directory of sorts. And this is private, of course, unless you want to make it public. And, I have a client who actually has a public member directory. And a bonus as a part of joining her program is you get to be featured in the member directory. She works with attorneys, and these attorneys focus on a specific practice of law, and she has a website that she gets traffic to using SEO, ads, and all sorts of stuff. But that website is a member directory, and so people are listed and featured and whatnot. And so people go to the site, they're looking for a specific type of law practice that they need to get done, and then boom, find a certified, well-represented, well-reviewed attorney in your area. So talent exchange, how can you create a member directory? It doesn't have to be fancy. It can be a PDF. Some of the best resources I've ever had were in the form of a PDF, which lists out our preferred or our featured talent when I'm hiring somebody. And then my favorite, if you can pull this off, oh man, you're going to love it. In-person events. This is all part of a like-minded network. In-person events. Are you doing in-person events? Or are you just virtual? Oh, Daniel, I don't have the money. You can find the money. I promise you that. I was working with a client, and oh man, he was terrible with money. Terrible. There was never any money in the bank account for him, anyway. But he wanted to do events. And so what we did was we came up with a sponsorship package. And we went out to various students, clients that he worked with. He had a coaching program, but we called them clients. And he had about 700 clients that had bought the program. And he said, hey, I'm doing an event generally in this area. I'm doing it generally in this date. Would you like to sponsor? If you're interested, let's talk. And so he actually had the event completely paid for and then some using sponsor packages. He had people out at the event and he sold big ticket packages. He made a lot of money that way. So you can do pop-up events. You can do, I'm coming to your area. You can do boot camps, 2-day boot camps where you teach your course material and then sell them into a done with you or done for you engagement. You can even do a large annual conference that's open to the public that teaches your curriculum and has guests, or a smaller annual private conference for your top tier people. A lot of ways to slice and dice it. I love events. When done correctly, this is a profit maximizer. So we've gotten through half of the pillars so far. We've gone through the roadmap, the guided implementation, the guaranteed outcomes, and the like-minded network. These are the 8 pillars. This is part of the series on the 8 pillars of an AI-proof, expertise-driven business model for coaches, for those that sell courses and their knowledge, who want to be truly successful in the age of AI. So we'll continue further, and we'll talk soon.